Hello and welcome back. In this video I'm going to be looking at some animated charts exploring the total number of deaths and also the number of new deaths per day due to the coronavirus. This is being recorded on April the 7th, so we have data up until today. All of the data here is coming from the World Health Organization. You can see this first chart is looking at the total number of deaths in each country, and the latest data we have there shows Italy with the highest number of deaths at about 16,000. So just rewinding back to early March, so 1 month ago, to see how these numbers have changed in 31 days. So you can see there in early March, China had the highest number of deaths in total with around about 3,000, and all of the other countries worldwide started off there with less than 500 deaths in total. So we can see now the numbers increasing in Italy and Iran in particular. Spain is also starting to have an increase in its number of deaths due to the virus, whereas other countries around the world still managing the outbreak, not yet seeing serious problems due to the coronavirus at this stage. As time progresses, we see that Italy has now surpassed China and is up to more than 5,000, 6,000 deaths in total by the end of March. To the left-hand side of the graph, you can see that it's increasingly dominated by European countries. So we can see Italy, Spain, France, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, all in the top 10 now at the end of March. Other than that, we have China, which the number of deaths in China is fairly stable. It's still just over 3,000, so not a whole lot of new deaths in that 1 month period. Whereas the United States, you can see now also moving up the charts with over 5,000 deaths in total. And you can see the latest data there. So Italy with the highest number of deaths, followed by Spain, the United States, France, and then the United Kingdom. So just contrasting that with 1 month ago, the number of deaths in China has remained pretty much stable. It's just increased slightly, whereas a lot of other countries have increased very rapidly in that time. This next chart we're going to look at is going to explore the death rate, so the number of new deaths each day, and we're going to explore the same time period, so over a 1 month period, and you can see on the vertical axis there we're going from 0 at the bottom to 1,500 at the top. So first of all, the most recent data for April the 7th. All of these numbers here are 3-day averages. So what that means is that rather than showing the exact number of deaths each day, it is an average of the last 3 days. And that just helps to smooth out fluctuations, which are usually due to how the data is gathered and how the deaths are reported. So that should give us a more accurate and consistent figure to use. So you can see there, back on March the 11th, the highest rate of new deaths per day was in Italy, followed by Iran. China starting to move down the charts already, and already a very low number in China in terms of new deaths per day. As it progresses again, you can see the European countries moving towards the left of the chart, along with Iran. And then you've also got the United States starting to get that increase in deaths on a daily basis. See there a large jump from Italy, number of new deaths per day starting to increase rapidly beyond 600 per day. And you can see also a similar pattern emerging from Spain as well, followed by France. And then over in the United States, now towards the end of March and into early April, the rate of deaths per day really starts to pick up in the United States. The rate of deaths in Italy is seeming to stabilize, whereas in the United States it's continuing to increase quite rapidly. And there we see a large jump in the number of deaths in France. And on April the 7th we see United States with the highest number of deaths per day, followed by France, Spain, Italy, United Kingdom, Belgium, Germany, lots of European countries there up towards the high end of the chart. So just going back 1 month, we can see the figures there 1 month ago and how that's changed in the last 31 days. So all of these numbers are rounded to the nearest 10, just so it's a bit easier to absorb all of that information. I suggest that you go back and watch the animation again and just keep your eye on a couple of countries each time that this animation runs through, and you can see how those numbers have progressed. We've focused a lot on the left hand side of the chart, so the highest 10 countries, but over on the right hand side of the chart you also see the fluctuations in other countries around the world. So when you're looking at these figures, it's also important to think about the size of each country as well. So obviously going to get larger death rates and numbers of new cases in countries that have a higher population. So in the next video we're going to be looking at the number of cases and the number of deaths in proportion to the country's population, and that's going to give us a much clearer idea of the countries that are having a more serious problem with the spread of coronavirus. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe or sign up for our newsletter depending on where you're watching this video, and join us again for more information on the spread of COVID-19. Stay safe. Bye bye.